Infinite Warfare, the game, the topic that's causing everyone's thumbs to burn on either side of the issue, whether you are for it or against it. It's just a 2-minute trailer, or so we think. What's going on, guys? My name is Wolfthorne Gaming. Thank you so much for coming by the channel today, checking out my video. It is Thursday, so if you are a returning subscriber, you already know it's time to throw it on back to a previous Call of Duty for my Throwback Thursday series. I decided to play Advanced Warfare for obvious reasons, but I'll tell you anyway. It's a futuristic game. It was one of the games that the community kind of had mixed feelings towards, most of them negative. But, I happen to have liked this game. I mastered the advanced movement systems, as I completely die right there. But, I mastered the movement systems. I had it to where it gave me an advantage against other players who were left in a different age of the game. So what I wanted to talk about today, guys, is, my opinion on the reaction that Infinite Warfare is getting. The trailer and all the dislikes, how it's literally the 4th disliked video on all of YouTube, and actually one of the most disliked gaming videos on YouTube, period, to my knowledge, from what I looked up. And I just wanted to give my opinions on this, my thoughts, and I kind of feel like a few things need to be addressed here when it comes to the YouTube dislikes. So for the first thing that I wanted to talk about is the dislikes themselves. Now everybody's speculating about whether it's dislike botted or if people are just bandwagoning and all that stuff like that, and I happen to agree with both of those. Now, of course, there are a genuine amount of people who probably just don't like what they saw, and you have every right to hit the dislike button. You have every right to hit the like button if you want to. Nobody's slamming you for that, but, well, actually they are. In the comments section, if you just read half the stuff people are saying, it's amazing how much people are fighting and calling each other names over a 2-minute trailer, and that's literally all it was. I mean, you can judge a lot of things based on the trailer itself, but if it makes any indication of kind of like how movies are, most of the time they put stuff in the trailer that's not even in the movie, to attract people to go see it. There are some jokes, there are some things that are more funny or whatever that when you go watch the movie, they actually end up as a deleted scene on DVD or something like that, something that was never put in there in the first place. And Advanced Warfare's trailer had a couple of things that weren't in the actual game as well, like the hover bikes, a bunch of stuff like that. I don't really remember completely because this was a long time ago. But yeah, I mean, it just goes to show you that you can't judge a book by its cover. You can't judge how the game is going to be like based on a 2-minute trailer of cinematics, not even actual gameplay. And there's been speculation about the boost jumping returning, or it just being too far into the future. The trailer had the spaceships, the gunfights, and everything like that with the starfighters. And I get it. This is Call of Duty. It's running around, running and gunning, boots on the ground. Let's kill people with guns, not spaceships. And I totally understand where that's coming from. But, just know that by jumping on this bandwagon to dislike the video, to, hate on it, and to hate on each other, and all that stuff like that, it doesn't really make you look that great. And I don't want to offend anybody by this. You're allowed to, everyone's entitled to their opinion. But when it starts becoming personal attacks and things of that nature, it's time to, kind of reevaluate what you're doing. Because remember, guys, this is just a game. Okay, now the next point I wanted to go at is the hate itself, and where it all comes from. And I have a feeling that most of it is because of social media. Now you gotta remember, Call of Duty has always had that part of the community that hates on everything. They hate on every game in some form of another. They have a bad match or something like that, and then all of a sudden this game sucks and blah, blah, blah. And trust me, I'm right there with you. It's happened to me multiple times. I've just been like, forget it, I'm never playing this thing again, or whatever like that. But I mean, the fact that things are trending on Facebook now, or Twitter is saying this, and big YouTubers are saying that, and we have to we have to stay cool, we have to be a part of that crowd. That's kind of where I feel like most of this is coming from, because like I said, you have not played this game yet. You have not seen gameplay. E3 is right around the corner. We'll have all our questions answered, I'm pretty sure, with the first mission of the campaign like they always do. maybe some multiplayer, zombies, whatever. And then when we see that, you can start talking about it. You can pass judgment. You can say, oh, this thing's gonna suck. I'll be on COD 4 Remastered. Infinite Warfare is going in the trash, and blah blah blah. Because remember, guys, nobody is forcing you to buy the game. If you really don't like Call of Duty, if you think it's dead, which I happen to not think it's dead, and the success of the game is determined by sales, in my opinion, not by, a YouTube trailer's like and dislike ratio. And Call of Duty has always managed to find a way to sell millions of dollars, and whether people like the game or not, it will always continue to sell. It's a household name now. Everybody knows Call of Duty. Even people who don't play video games know Call of Duty. And the only other thing I wanted to bring up about this is Battlefield 1. Everybody's saying that it's going back to World War 1, and that's going to be amazing. It's finally what everybody's been asking for. Boots on the ground, going back away from the future. It's going to be more realistic, and this and that and the other thing. And I agree, it probably will be amazing, and that's exactly why I'm going to be picking that up. I'm going to be playing Infinite Warfare because I am a Call of Duty fan. I will always pick up the games. I'll always give them a shot. And if I tend to not like them after a while, I'll just stop playing it. I have plenty of other games to play. I have Battleborn, Overwatch, a bunch of Nintendo stuff, whatever. I have no problems with video games going to the future and showing us something that's not realistic, because I play video games to get away from real life, to immerse myself and to do something that I wouldn't be able to do normally, like run around with this beast laser turret and just shoot people in the face for a couple hours after work at night and just sign off. I guess the moral of the story, guys, is that you can't judge a book by its cover. I mean, Black Ops 2 was one of the most disliked videos in the Call of Duty franchise, and it went off to be one of the best games in the whole entire series. And I point you to this diagram which my friend made, and it's pretty funny because it's actually pretty accurate as well. People love to complain, but then there's always that silent majority of players who probably didn't even like or dislike the video, that just plan on buying it regardless, and then they can form their own opinions later when they actually see some gameplay. No matter what, they're giving us the best of both worlds with Modern Warfare Remastered and a new game too, so we get a fresh experience. And regardless of the dislikes, regardless of the likes, Call of Duty's YouTube channel is making some serious bank on everybody going there to view it, whether it be for disliking purposes or what have you. That pretty much wraps it up. I'll see you next time. Peace.